Hit it, bitch.
Come on.
He said keep it short, not
Here.
well.
Sorry, guys, I got distracted.
Steven's like sick over here, and
these Zooms are informal.
Yeah.
This is CSR. I'm Doug.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Justin.
And this is, we think, Season 2, Episode 19, Zoom edition. Business is picking up.
Like it. Let's go.
That's our title. So we're going to get right into it, guys, since we have limited time. So we're going to just kind of briefly recap college basketball right now. We'll just kind of hit. What we should do is just hit all three of the postseason tournaments real quick, just say who's left and go with that. Is that cool, guys?
Yeah, hit it, man.
All right. So NCAA tournament, the Big Daddy. We're in the Sweet 16 right now.
Yep.
In the South, we've still got number 1 Alabama. They're going to play number 5 San Diego State. Then we got number 6 Creighton versus 15 Princeton. I think everybody's underdog.
Yeah, let's go.
And in the East, we got number 9 FAU, who is a Conference USA team.
Yep.
Number 4 Tennessee. Then we got number 3 Kansas State and number 7 Michigan State, which is going on right now. Last I saw, Kansas State was up, but it's close.
It's overtime right now.
Okay, cool. Midwest, we got number 1 Houston versus number 5 Miami, carrying the ACC flag. And number 3 Xavier versus number 2 Texas. In the West, we got number 8. Say it, Stephen.
Arkansas. Razorbacks.
Versus number 4 UConn, which UConn was rolling last I saw.
Yeah.
And number 3 Gonzaga versus number 2 UCLA. That is in the NCAA Sweet 16 at the moment, being played tonight and tomorrow night. Final 4 will be next weekend. Anything you guys want to add to the NCAA tournament?
No.
I've got the NIT Final 4. That is number 2 North Texas, who is from Conference USA as well, against number 2 Wisconsin. And then you got unseeded Utah Valley versus number 4 UAB, Conference USA member.
Let's go.
All right, and then this is my big news. I had to throw this one out in the CBA or CBI, which is the College Basketball Invitational, which is the 3rd postseason tournament that occurs.
I didn't even know there was a 3rd one, to be honest with you.
My Charlotte 49ers are the champs. Number 3 seed Charlotte 71 over number 8 seed Eastern Kentucky last night, 71-68, not 69.
No.
Bryce Williams was the MVP for Charlotte. That's Charlotte's first postseason tournament championship ever. Final record was 22-14. And just wanted to note, 4 Conference USA teams are still playing in postseason in all 3 tournaments. Those 4 teams are all heading to the American Athletic Conference next year.
Okay. Congratulations to your 49ers, man.
That's pretty strong. Yeah, and here's what I'll say real quick about that. We won't spend a ton of time on it. I won't talk a little bit about it in the studio next week, but I know it's like the 3rd tier of a postseason tournament. But, to me, this is what everybody's saying. There's only going to be 3 teams that end the season with a win and a banner. And Charlotte is one of those. So, whatever.
Getting the trophy. That's all it is.
That's right. It's a postseason freaking championship. I'll take it. I'll hang that banner. And if I can get one for the studio, guys, it will be hung.
Heck yeah, dude.
So just want to shout out and give big props to my Niners, man. As an alumnus, me and my wife, man, we're big supporters. So we do what we do. So way to go, Niners. Way to make Niner Nation proud.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, cool. We're going on to good old NASCAR. Take it away, boys.
Are we going to do the past 2 races, or are we just going to do the one that happened last week?
I've got the last race. I've got Atlanta. I don't have the other one.
Okay. I'll hit Phoenix just real quick. Truck Series is off. Sammy Smith wins the Xfinity Series. William Byron wins the Cup Series with back-to-back wins, and that was the 3rd week in a row they had overtime racing. Yep. So good racing out there the past couple weeks. My boy Reddick finished 3rd. So he's starting to catch some momentum after the slow start. Gotta love that. I'll hit your boys real quick. Harvick finished 5th.
And was leading until that damn caution.
Yep. Chastain, I guess, got caught in the wreck, and then that's when Hamlin intentionally wrecked him after the race, and he told on himself.
Way to go, Hamlin.
So that's your rival right there, man.
Fuck him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hey, I've said that all along. I've never been a Hamlin fan. I've told you all that.
But so then this past Sunday, we're in Atlanta, this past weekend, and I'm gonna let y'all two go at it because y'all had a little bit of drama.
I tell you what, Justin, you want to go first?
No, go ahead, Doug. I'll feed off you because it seems like
well, here's what I'm gonna say.
Emotion to this one. So
initially, Harvick was cruising again, second week in a row, and he got up to the front, and he was running well. I still don't think he had the best car, but he got up to the front, and was running well. Chastain, Chastain, man, he's a fly by the seat of your pants type driver, man. And initially, even the broadcasters thought that he tapped Harvick while he was leading and spun Harvick out. Looking at the replays, and even Harvick said he doesn't think he touched him. But what I heard a lot of drivers say, speaking to that, was that Chastain made that move at that point in that turn. You normally don't do that. So they were saying that he could have took, as they say, the air off his spoiler and got him loose. I'll give Harvick credit when they interviewed him. He said he didn't think he touched him and he got loose. So he didn't point blame. So initially, Justin, I'm not going to lie, I was cussing Chastain out because he is a crazy driver. But he didn't touch him. So I guess I really can't say much.
Well, I mean, if Harvick said he didn't touch him, I'm going with Harvick.
Yeah, I mean, he said it. I thought it was a pretty cool. It was a good interview. He could have very easily got on there and, wanted blame, did all that. And he didn't do that. So I'm still pissed at Chastain, though.
Well, I was pissed. I started watching it, and Chastain's like 4th, and I cut it off because I was like, "Oh, okay, he's running good." There's like 60 laps left.
Yeah.
Cut it back on. 5 minutes later, he's like 20th. I'm like, what? But
he finished decent, but still.
Yeah, he came back.
But going back to our guys real quick, and then Stephen, we'll let you take it because your boys finished pretty well. My boy Harvick finished 33rd after starting 9th. You want to take Chastain, Justin?
Yeah, I finished 13th.
He started 18th. He started 18th. And go ahead, Stephen.
All right. Well, my boy finished 5th. I don't know where he qualified. I think it was towards the back, was it not?
16th.
16th, so middle of the pack. I know what killed Reddick was not getting fresh tires. He just couldn't get up there with the older tires.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited because he's starting to run that car pretty well.
Yep.
And Joe Logano getting the win. He had the best car out there all day.
Man, that was a great move at the end.
Yeah, him and Larson. I feel like Larson had the second best car.
Oh.
But Logano just had a great car. For the other series, Austin Hill wins the Xfinity Series, and Christian Eccles wins the Truck Series.
Cool.
So I know next week is the first road course of the year, and I know Doug, you like saying the name of the races, so you go ahead.
All right, so here we go. The 3:30 Sunday, the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix Circuit of Americas.
Coda.
And it's 68 laps, and it is, you ready, guys? 231.88 miles.
Good God.
Nice. So updated point standings, you want to take that? Which one of y'all wants to take it?
I don't have it pulled up, so if somebody's got it pulled up.
I got it. And I'm doing playoff standing.
All right.
Right now, Logano's leading, Chastain's second, Bell third, Busch fourth, and Blaney fifth. Rounding out our guys, Harvick is 8th, and Reddick is 14th.
Hey, hell of a lot better than it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. And Harvick was leading after last week, so, it is what it is. He's still 8th. I'll take it. So, But we got to get a win. So far, that win locks you in, and that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And
them Hinder boys got hit with a bunch of fines too, so that's why they're so far down.
And this is a road course, and that's where your boy was excelling last year there, Steven.
Yeah, but you know who won last year, though?
Yeah. I know.
Old Chastain.
Well, here's the thing, man. I've been on record, being a NASCAR fan for a long time. I'm not a fan of road courses. They're boring to me.
Yeah.
But it serves a purpose, and I get it. Some people love road courses. I'm just not a big fan. I still watch it, but it is what it is. NASCAR's adding that kind of stuff in to change up the schedule, so I get it.
Right.
So, all right. So here's what I'll say: Go Harvick.
Go Chastain.
Go Reddick.
I was waiting on that. All right. Anything else, NASCAR guys?
No.
All right. Let's go. Hurricanes. Canes are rolling, man. They're rolling. And last I checked, at the end of 2, they were tied 1-1 with the Rangers.
Yeah, that's their kryptonite right there.
Yeah, and they beat them last game 3-2. So, this is a big game. If they can beat them back to back, that'd be sweet. I'm showing the Canes being up only 2 on the Devils.
That's it.
And they're 13 behind the Bruins in the conference. Current record 46, 15-8.
Yeah. Well, I got 4-3 since the last episode that we covered them. Since last week we did an All Panther episode. I know we had mentioned Schmabikoff being out for the year. But I just want to reiterate that we lost him when he tore his ACL playing Vegas on March 11th. It's a big hole that we're gonna have to fill. 55 points. He had 23 goals and 32 assists in 64 games.
All right.
So that's a big hole in our lineup that we gotta hopefully fill.
Steven, I want to make a note. I think you've used that pronunciation before.
Probably.
So apparently it's right because you've used that one before. So,
I'm going to go with that too.
You might have to go a little bit original next time.
I'll try my best. Sorry, man.
All right. Justin, anything on Canes?
Go Canes.
Canes.
That's
all right, FC. I'm gonna pass the buck to you guys on FC. Who's got
Justin?
Oh God. The one thing I didn't do.
Did me hit it then?
I hit it.
We can tag team it, Steven. Go ahead.
So FC, they're 1-0-3. So that's 1 win, 0 draws, 3 losses. They have won 1 and lost 1 since last episode we covered them. Yep. They got blanked by Atlanta 3-0. Didn't get the first win of the season against Orlando City 2-1. Goals by Enzo Capiti and Kerwin Vargas.
Nice.
So let's go with those guys scoring some goals for us. And next game is at Bofa versus New York Red Bulls, and they're 1-2-1.
That is correct. Don't really have any other FC news.
Nothing crazy. I wish they could pick it up.
Kind of quiet.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, boys. Meat and potatoes. I don't have a lot of Panthers. I mean, we got some stuff to talk about Panthers. So, Justin, I'm going to let you lead us off there, Big Daddy.
Damn, Doug, you loving some meat. Are you trying to make up for last week?
Yeah, I am. I don't want to steal anything from you.
Well, boys, guess what? We got us a receiver.
Damn right we did.
And we're loving it.
I love this guy. I love that pickup.
Adam Thielen is coming to Charlotte for 3 years, and that's per hint. Like, he wanted that.
Yep.
So love that. It's pretty much the same deal that Miles Sanders got. Like, pretty much everybody got. It's that 3-year, like $25 million. So we finally got us some backup there. Still looking at DJ Chark.
Yeah. I like the Thielen signing. I mean, I think we all three kind of talked about that before. I was a little worried. I thought he might end up, like we had thought maybe Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
But he talked about Dallas and the Broncos. Visiting them. So I guess that's why Cooks got traded to the Cowboys when Thielen came here. So I love it. I think it's a good signing. I think he's a good team leader. I think he's a vet, and I think he will help a young receiver. Hopefully, we draft if we don't get Chark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to, I just want to touch on this Thielen too. He said he want to go somewhere that he can win a Super Bowl, and he said in that and shout out to Pat McAfee. He's the one that broke this news.
Yeah, he did.
Thielen contacted Pat and he broke this news. I think he's probably going to be one of the greatest podcasters and guys coming up.
Yeah.
But he said he thought we could win the Super Bowl here. So I mean, I love the I guess the gumption and enthusiasm he has bringing to the Carolinas.
What we need, man. We need people that want to be here, and it seems to me that the free agents that we brought in, they're buying into this coaching staff.
Yeah,
and that's what you need, man. So hopefully all this hype's gonna pan out. But yeah, I mean, Thielen's big to me. I think that was a really big signing. So, and we had some late breaking signing by the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit it, boys. Tell me what it was.
Eddie Pinheiro. And we cut Zane Gonzalez.
Yeah, and we've been on the show talking about Gonzalez. I mean, we like him, but he was injured. He was injured, and he was a big cap hit. I think they saved like 1 point. I think it was $4 million.
Yeah,
by releasing him today. So,
and they said that's probably going to go to Pinheiro anyway. So that was kind of a wash.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I think, and with those two, I think it's a wash. I think we're good with either. So good luck. Good luck to Gonzalez, man. I don't wish nothing bad on the guy. Yeah. Hey, update, guys. Kansas State just won.
Yep.
Kansas State over Mississippi State.
Go ahead, Justin. You're about to say something.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. I mean, I'm wondering if Zane, wasn't ready or wasn't going to be ready.
I mean, possibly, but I mean, with Pinheiro being 33 or 35, he had one bad game.
Yeah.
But I think they said after that Atlanta game, he went and hit 19 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Justin, I think that's a good point you made because, I mean, Gonzalez, it was a leg injury. I mean,
right.
That's not good for a kicker. So, you never know. Maybe he's not, like you said, is the cap hit, the fact that he's not healing as quickly as they thought, and Steven, I think your point as well may have contributed to all of it. I mean, except for the Atlanta kick, I mean, he was solid, man.
Yeah.
So, I think, I think it's a wash. I think we'd have been okay with either, but, they made the decision. So, hey, we move forward. That's what we do.
Yeah. I think another underrated signing we did was getting Justin McCray to kind of be a versatile offensive line for us. I think he plays guard, but he can play tackle and inside. So I think that was a good pickup for us, especially with injuries to both our guards.
Good depth.
Yeah.
Solid. I think it was a solid pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, other than that, anything free agent wise?
We got your boy, Justin.
Who am I? Wait, what? Wait.
We brought back?
Oh, yeah. We got Henry Anderson back.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I completely forgot about him. Yeah, we got Henry Anderson back. Good 3-4, defensive end. He can also play 4-3 defensive end, or he can play in the middle. He can play everywhere. So, versatility is good. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
The price was apparently right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep, cool. All right. Only thing else I wanted to mention was the pro days, guys.
Yeah.
From what I saw yesterday, and I'm going to sit here and admit, I didn't see as much of Young's pro day today as I did Stroud. I had a pretty busy day at work today. Didn't really get to keep up with much of it, but I did do a little, reading before we went on. And apparently there was it really wasn't any surprises. It was about what everybody expected. But going back to Stroud, just seeing how our posse that went up there was about 9 deep. The way they were interacting with him, man, it was to me, it was pretty telling that they liked Stroud a lot.
Yeah.
That could be all part of the whole smoke screen plan, all that good stuff. But I was impressed, and I am impressed with Stroud. I think his size and the way he throws the ball. Again, guys, I've told you I've warmed up to him, and if I had to pick today, I would pick Stroud.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of
Just
young.
you
I don't know how
hit
much.
on-
I don't know how much.
two guys.
Yeah, did y'all? I don't. Y'all can go ahead and comment on this too. I don't know if y'all saw a lot of youngs today because I really didn't see a lot of it. So
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said, Steven.
I was gonna see if you wanted to hit on what you thought about the 2 pro days and what you think about the 2 guys. Because
Yeah, I
all
mean-
think it's gonna be those 2 guys.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the two. Obviously, Stroud has a cannon. I like that we sent pretty much everybody in the organization to both of them, just to do our due diligence and make sure these are the guys one of these guys is the guy we want. But apparently, what I'm hearing is that Young is more of a leader on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, Stroud's got the talent. I think that Young is more of the leader. So it's going to come down to, does Stroud's leadership really match up with Young's talent? Like, is Young's talent better than Stroud's leadership?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be either one of them, man. I thought it was Stroud fully, but at this point, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I kind of today was watching both. 2 things I want to about both guys. They both have quick releases.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just out of there so quick. I mean, with the other videos I watched, it's prototype quarterback CJ Stroud versus the playmaking of Bryce Young. I mean, what a lot of guys are saying, RG3 said this a lot too, was with Bryce Young's height disadvantage, I guess say, or height. He had to become a better processor pre-snap because of his height. He couldn't just sling it and be good. You know what I mean? He had to really work through what the defense is doing. So he seems like a faster processor on the field, which of course is what you want which quarterback to be. I mean, I think that was one of Darnold's downfalls was he has all the talent in the world. He's a prototype quarterback, cannon of an arm, but he couldn't process stuff as fast. I mean, I don't think Stroud's in that Darnold processing place. I think he's just a step behind maybe Young, but I was kind of seeing that too when he was throwing. I watched some highlights. I know another thing they had talked about Young too was his throwing angles, because being a smaller guy, they looked at throwing angles and they said Russell Wilson was one of the best coming out with throwing angles, and they're kind of equating Bryce Young to his throwing angles. So I mean that's something to look at too. I'm kind of with Justin. I was with Stroud. I think he's clear cut boom. But after watching some of his highlights, some analysis on him, and just hearing the rumor mill, I think it's a lot closer than I thought previously.
Yeah, it's not a landslide.
Yeah, right. Steven, I agree with you. And again, guys, I'm not going to be upset with either of these guys. I prefer Stroud's size. I just do.
Yeah.
But one of the things, Steven, that you were talking about that I did read today was they were talking about just how impressed they were with how poised Young is.
Yep.
And the leadership you guys mentioned. So, that goes a long way as well. Obviously the kid's, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's impressed people with how he conducts and how he carries himself, conducts business. So it's just a matter of what they decide they want better. At this point, I agree with you guys. I don't think it's a clear cut Stroud. It would not surprise me if I heard Young's name called.
Right.
I would not be shocked. So I got a question. Go ahead.
So, all right. So we sent like 14 to Stroud's, right? And did y'all see the numbers on that? Because Houston didn't even send anybody to Stroud's.
I thought they didn't send anybody to Young's.
Yeah, I saw that the head coaches. They were talking about the head coaches, and they said that Houston did not even send their head coach
to Young's or to Stroud's.
To Young's, definitely.
I saw a thing. It was saying all personnel from each team, and it was Carolina up top, and I didn't even see Houston up there.
Oh wow.
Well, I know we sent like 11 people too. We sent a small army. They went to Stroud and DeYoung, and I think they're meeting with Levis tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Levis tonight.
They're in Kentucky tonight. His pro day's tomorrow. But I did see that, Justin, that specifically they noted that Houston didn't send their head coach to Young's workout.
Hmm.
And they could be too. Like they could be going like, screw it, let's go defense. Picklewell, Anderson, and then at 12, either try to make a move back up and get a Richardson or Levis, whichever one of the two that fall. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I mean, because if I'm them, I'd let Davis Mills start, and if you want a Richardson, let him try to sit for a year. You know what I mean? Because they're kind of in that. We're only like one or two pieces away from being a very good playoff team. Texans got a lot more to do than we do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
who knows, man? Like I said, guys, we're about 5 weeks out, a little less than 5 weeks. So it is what it is, man. Who knows what's going to happen? So, all right, anything else, Panthers guys?
Well, another thing I was looking at too during the pro days, because all this doesn't put a whole lot of stock in it. I was looking at releases, and stuff like that. But I was also seeing how they command the practice too, because that's you kind of get an insight how they command the huddle too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it did seem like Bryce Young did have a little bit of an edge of how the way the practice was being ran. Mm-hmm. It seemed like he had more of an input than Stroud did. Based off what I saw.
Yeah, he's so polished. Yeah, I agree with that, Steven. I did notice that today. Again, that's no knock on Stroud. It could be Alabama's pro day versus Ohio State's pro day. But
you can't put too much stock in a pro day.
But it is something to note. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean that's a good observation as well. So I just think it just depends on what they want, man. Or they want to go with raw talent, or they want to try to talent with the I guess the command, like you said, you were mentioning. He's just a poised young man.
Yep.
So I guess it just depends on what they want leading their team. So there you go. We'll see, but I wanted to note that A.R. Richardson's pro day is the 30th.
Yep.
That'd be, what is that?
A week from today, next
Thursday. Thursday, week from today. Yeah. So, all right, cool. What we got, guys? Anything else?
I think just Hornets. Going to hit Hornets real quick. I think we got about 8 minutes left.
Yeah, we got about 8 to go. So, all right, what we do have, as we always like to do on this show, we like to get Justin on his Hornets.
You like to get my Hornet?
Hey, Steven, let's not take the Hornets away from him.
I didn't even do notes.
I didn't even do notes either. That's how bad they are.
You did. Oh my God. Did Colonel Sanders do any notes?
No, Colonel Sanders was eating chicken. So your local Hornets suck. We're 23-50. I don't even know, honestly, guys. I don't even know where the last game we left off at.
Well, I've got them. They won their last one against the Pacers. 115, 109.
Yeah, I don't know what the last time we talked about them. I don't even know where we left off.
Right.
I know we got smacked by the 76ers the other night. It was like 121-82.
Yeah, it was ugly.
We're playing the Pelicans right now. We're down by 5 at halftime.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a rough year for basketball, guys. We're not doing too.
You want some breaking updated news for the Hornets? Kelly Oubre, right shoulder strain, won't return. Terry Rozier, right foot discomfort, doubtful.
Oh, look, even more injuries.
Nice. So there you go.
And we did give Nick Richards a contract extension.
That is true.
Yeah, which I think he deserves.
Was it 3 years, guys?
Yeah, I think it was like 3 years, 18 or something like that.
3 years, yeah, not bad. So hey, go Hornets. As much as we hate it, go Hornets.
Cool.
All right, all I got, Major League Baseball, guys, is I just real quickly, spring training is coming to an end. The opening day, at least for my Cardinals, is a week away next Thursday. We opened up with the Blue Jays in St. Louis, 4 o'clock. And I wanted to note, guys, that both the Cardinals and the Braves both have good spring training. They have very good records. I think the
Mm.
Cardinals are leading that league, or that spring training league, and I think the Braves are like third. So both of them are having good springs.
Yeah.
And that's all I got as far as Cardinals, except Wainwright will not start. He'll be on the IL starting the season from a strained groin,
Damn.
which stinks. So,
Well, in Braves news, dog.
okay.
Steven, have you seen Soroka pitching?
No, I hadn't seen that.
I think it was yesterday he pitched it was like an inning and a half kind of. And I mean he pitched pretty good.
I love that.
And we also sent Von Grisham down.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's going to start the year on triple A's. I don't really understand that, but it's baseball, so.
Yeah, maybe they're saving for the end of the year too, or something like that. I mean, you have Arcia who can start at shortstop, so I'm not too pissed off about that.
There's always reasons sometimes at the beginning of the season when they send people down. It could be a lot of things. Nothing to be alerted about.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe get more bats or whatever. Get some confidence brewing. You just never know.
Right.
The only other thing I wanted to note, guys, was the World Baseball Classic. Japan beat the U.S. 3-2 to win the gold medal.
It was a good game though.
Yeah, it was a good series, man. I don't know how much y'all guys kept up with it. I did, and it was a good tournament. It really was. It was good baseball. There were some injuries, unfortunately, and that's where people argue about playing in it. But it was good, man. It was fun to watch. And Japan, hats off to them, man. They went out there, and the last out of the game, Otani struck out Trout looking.
No shit.
I mean, it is what it is.
He's the best player in baseball.
Yeah, and they're teammates, so he's gonna hang that on him for the rest of the season. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good series, man. I hate to see U.S. not take home the gold, but hey, overall, I was pleased. There were a lot of Cardinals playing on the various teams, so of course I had a lot of interest. But it was fun, man. Being a baseball fan, I actually enjoyed it. So there you go, guys.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Go Cards. Hey, we're going to have to look up when they play, too. We'll make sure we do that.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got, guys.
That's it for me.
Yep.
Justin, anything?
Nope.
All right. Well, if that's it, we will be in studio next Thursday, and that is, again, opening day for baseball.
Yep.
We'll be in studio the 30th. We'll expand a little bit more on, hopefully, all the pro days will be done then, and we'll have some more to talk about. So, but as far
It'll be time
as
for mock drafts.
yeah, be about that time. That's true. So and the draft will be about a month away. So hey, it's getting here, guys. Like I said, business is picking up.
Yep.
Can't wait.
All right, guys. So hey, good episode, guys. If you guys have nothing else, we can go ahead and put a lid on this one.
All right.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
We are
C.
S.
Or